Serious Fraud Office, Tamihere and Pāti Māori. This story is not surprising when you consider that Pāti Māori are Parliament's biggest air travel polluters and also their biggest claimers of expenses. Pāti Māori are Parliament's biggest dollar rip-off merchants, meaning that they also rip off the taxpayer, big time. Now, Pāti Māori and John Tamihere's Waiparewa Trust are being looked into by various government agencies, which might end up being investigated by Serious Fraud Office or the Office of the Auditor General. It's time to expel Pāti Māori from Parliament. They are a destructive and divisive bunch of racists, which have no place in a civilized first world New Zealand. And, now, we are starting to hear about possible big-time fraud. Pāti Māori MP, Takutaimo Ana Kemp, and the marae she used to run are at the center of claims that private information collected during the census was used for political gain. Illegal and corrupt practices are alleged to have occurred in the way Pāti Māori have been running election campaigns, abusing their use of state-funded processes. Stats New Zealand is investigating the issue after a whistleblower from MSD, the Ministry of Social Development, came forward with a series of allegations relating to the Māorewa marae. The serious allegations highlighted how Pāti Māori colluded with the South Auckland Marae and John Tamihere's Waiparewa Trust, and are now being looked into by various government agencies. The whistleblower also laid a complaint with police last week. The main allegations made by a number of former marae workers are as follows. 1. Hundreds of census forms collected by marae staff were photocopied and retained, and data from the forms such as personal contact details, household occupancy and birth dates were entered into an online database and sent to the Waiparewa Trust. Pāti Māori President John Tamihere runs the social services charity and is chief executive of Whanau Ora. 2. They believe that information was then used to target Māori electorate voters in the Tamaki Makaurau electorate. 3. They also allege that marae staff who delivered census forms also included enrollment forms for voters to change from the general to the Māori roll. 4. Participants were given $100 supermarket vouchers, wellness packs or food parcels to induce them to complete the forms. 5. Visitors to the marae last year were also given $100 supermarket vouchers when they completed the forms to switch rolls. 6. Attempts were made to alert Stats New Zealand and MSD when Ardern Hipkins were in power, but neither agency acted. Mainstream media reports that marae staff were tasked with a team challenge to get as many people as possible to complete the census. They were paid $100 per form, with some teams racking up tens of thousands of dollars in payments. Marae staff stated that the inducements were exploitative, but any attempts made to question the practice were shut down. Pāti Māori MP, Takutaimo Ana Kemp, announced her candidacy in February 2023. The allegations could be summarized as follows. The CEO of the South Auckland Marae, Takutaimo Ana Kemp, handed out checks to voters to switch rolls, then allegedly stole the voters' data which she was meant to be collecting for the census. Then, she conveniently quit the CEO marae role, decided to run for office in the same electorate, and won by 40 votes. One wonders if getting access to extra information and being the one who gets to hand out money to the electorate the week before didn't influence at least 40 people into voting for her. Making every voter who took money to change roles was essentially bought and paid for. Seems like a clear-cut case for the Serious Fraud Office, and fingers crossed, some jail time. Thank you for listening. Geraint, on behalf of WhangareiTim.